Welcome to New York JFK Terminal 8. Ever since British Airways moved here from Terminal 7, I've been hearing so much about their brand new lounges here. Today, I'll finally get to experience the Soho Lounge, along with the premium check-in. How does this compare to the first class check-in and Gary's first lounge back at London Heathrow's Terminal 5? Let's find out. Hi fellow travelers, welcome back to Ken Travels 360. I'm Ken and today we are flying British Airways Premium Economy to London Heathrow. Normally in Premium Economy, or as BA calls it, World Traveller Plus, you'll be using the Premium Economy check-in line. And to be honest, the line isn't that long. But because we've got British Airways Gold status, which is equivalent to Oneworld Emerald, we get to use the dedicated premium check-in. Plus, we will have access to the brand new Soho Lounge before our flight. Now, let's head over to the premium check-in area. You can access this if you are flying first class internationally on a Oneworld airline, or if you've got Oneworld Emerald status. This space is designed to feel a bit like a luxury hotel reception. You're supposed to walk in, skip the crowds, sit down at a desk, and start your trip in a calm, relaxed way. But the reality was a bit different for us. It was actually quite crowded, and we ended up waiting about 5 to 10 minutes before we were served. The World Traveller Plus line was actually shorter, which was a surprise. The setup here is shared between BA and American, but the agents are dedicated to each airline. Since there were several BA departures at that time, we had to wait for a BA agent, even though the whole area is meant to be shared. And when we finally got to the desk, there weren't any seats available. Only half of the counters have them, so we were standing the whole time. To be honest, it felt pretty mediocre compared to the BA First Wing at Heathrow Terminal 5, where the whole process is smooth and seamless, but it did redeem itself a little bit afterwards. There is a fast-track security lane for travelers with TSA pre-check. For those without it, like us, the huge queue at regular security looked pretty painful. It honestly felt like we'll be stuck there for ages. And this is where checking in here actually made a difference. Even without P-check, agents were taking premium passengers straight to the front of the normal line. That probably saved us a good 30 minutes. The queues were awful, so I was genuinely relieved. Of course, it still isn't as seamless as Heathrow Terminal 5's first wing, where you get your own dedicated security lane that leads you straight into the lounge. But compared to most US airports, where you don't get any priority security at all, this setup did make the experience noticeably better. So we just got through the regular security line. Oh my god, it was pretty poor. Even though the premium check-in people led us to the front of the line, we still have to wait like 15-20 minutes before we got through the security, so it was pretty poor. Right, after walking past the duty-free shops, we're now walking to the Soho Lounge. Here we pass through Greenwich Lounge. This is actually a rebranding of the flagship lounge before. It's basically a lounge for Oneworld's Sapphire. The Soho Lounge is actually really easy to find. After passing Greenwich Lounge, you will soon come to these elevators where you can take to go up to Chelsea or Soho Lounge. The entrance of the lounge is actually just right opposite to gate 14. As soon as you step inside the lounge, the vibe completely changes. It feels more like the lobby of a luxury hotel than an airport lounge. The whole space is open plan and about 12,000 square feet in total. And with space for just under 300 guests, it feels spacious even when it's busy. The first thing you see when you walk in is the bar area. It's stunning and there are plenty of cafe-style tables and seats at the bar itself. But let's go get a glass of champagne first. Thank you. Well, the champagne they serve here is Pommery, which is perfectly fine for a pre-flight toast. Cheers. Now, all drinks here are served by staff, so you won't find self-pour alcohol station like you might in other lounges. You can either order directly from the bartender or scan a QR code at the table and the drinks will be delivered right to you. As you can see from the drinks menu, there's a good mix of cocktails and wines. The only drawback is that the bar can get a bit backed up during busy times, and I wouldn't mind a small self-serve wine or champagne station as an option. But there is a small self-serve drinks area where you can help yourself to coffee or tea. And right next to it, there's a fridge stocked with soft drinks, mineral water, and a few beers as well. Now let's talk about the food. There's a large buffet here where you can help yourself to a nice range of options. On today's spread, we've got salad, cold cuts, cheeses, and a handful of hot dishes. Nothing too fancy, but perfectly decent and very similar to what you'll find at the Gallery's first lounge in Heathrow. And of course, there's dessert as well. From the buffet today, I've gone for the sumac chicken. Once you've picked up whatever you fancy, you can head into the main dining area where there are plenty of tables, so finding a spot isn't a problem. Well, let's try this sumac chicken. Quite tasty, but slightly ordinary. If you prefer table service, each table has a QR code you can scan to access the a la carte menu. On the menu today, there are fish and chips, shrimp skewers, as well as watermelon and feta salad for vegetarians. So for you viewers, I have ordered every dish on the menu to try it out. This is the watermelon and feta salad. This is the fish and chips, and this is the shrimp skewer. They used to have a burger here as well, but it seems to have gone from the menu. Let's see this shrimp first. It's slightly cool, not very hot, but it's really tasty. Right, time to try the fish and chips. Okay, the fish and chips is pretty good. So just ordered an apple spritz from the bar. Looks absolutely beautiful. Cheers. Almost forgot to tell you how this watermelon and feta cheese salad tastes like. It's really good. That's really delicious. There are very thin slices of watermelon, and there's rocket on top, and some feta cheese, and actually it's very delicious, very refreshing. Right, I just moved to a different seat with the apron view, and I ordered a dessert. It's just ice cream. When they first opened, they actually have a make your own ice cream sandwich, and I was really looking forward to that, but now they're just offering plain ice cream. Beyond the dining area, there's another large section with a mix of sitting styles. There are rows of armchairs lining the floor-to-ceiling windows, which is perfect for playing sporting. There's also a communal table made from petrified wood, and also some higher bar-style seating, and a few semi-private booths. The lounge is packed with charging ports, US sockets, plus USB-A and USB-C at practically every seat. So if you need to top up your devices before your flight, you're sorted. At the very back, there is a quieter space called the library. It's screened off, so it feels private and calm. There are 2 phone booths here, so you can have your phone conversation without disturbing others. If you've been enjoying this video or finding it useful, please click the like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, please consider doing it and ring the notification bell, as I've got a lot more flights and lounges review video on my channel, as well as many cruising and travel content. Now, there's one more thing to show you, and it's the showers. So we're inside the shower suite now. The shower suites are actually identical to those in the Chelsea Lounge. They actually used to have DS and Durga toiletries here, but now inside is replaced by unbranded toiletries. The shower suite is quite spacious, which I like. However, there are only 4 of them. So if you are interested, as soon as you enter the lounge, make sure you register your interest with the lounge attendant. Then they will give you a key when it is your turn. So what's my overall verdict? The Soho Lounge is an upgrade over the old flagship lounge. I love the decor and the vibe. It feels special, like a proper premium experience. The buffet food is decent, similar to what you'll find in Gary First Lounge. And the a la carte menu is a really nice bonus. I do wish they had at least a small self-pool wine area to avoid bar wait times, but that's my main gripe. Overall, this feels like a solid upper tier lounge. It's not quite as exclusive as Chelsea Lounge, but definitely a step up from the old AA flagship lounges. If you got Oneworld Emerald status, this is a very nice place to relax before your flight. Well, thanks for joining me today at JFK. If you are interested to see how this lounge compares to other top Oneworld lounges at other airports, check out one of these videos next. I'll see you over there. Ciao!